Prince Leopold, the fragile prince on the slab. It is 28th March 1884, and the Villa Nevada in Cannes, France, has fallen into chaos. Prince Leopold, Duke of Albany, Queen Victoria's youngest son and her cleverest child, is dead at only 30 years old. Unlike his burly brothers, Leopold was frail from birth. He suffered constant pain, frequent illnesses, and the most dangerous inheritance of all, haemophilia, the royal disease that would haunt his descendants for generations. The official cause of death? A fall followed by a brain hemorrhage. But what if we laid him on the mortuary slab? What would his fragile body reveal about the disease that destroyed him? The last days. Leopold had been plagued by illness all his life. He suffered crippling joint pain, swelling, and repeated bleeding episodes. Even the smallest knock could cause agony. His mother worried constantly, though she also kept him on a short leash, protective yet controlling. In March 1884, Leopold was in Cannes to escape the English winter. He had been in good spirits, writing letters and enjoying the sun. But then, disaster. He slipped and fell, striking his head. For most people, it would have been nothing. For Leopold, it was fatal. By morning, he was dead. The external examination. On the table lies a thin young man, pale and delicate. His joints are swollen and deformed, especially the knees and ankles. They are stiff, enlarged and scarred, the result of years of internal bleeding. His skin is marked with bruises, old and new, scattered across the body. Even gentle handling leaves discoloration. His face is still, lips pale, eyes sunken. There are no external wounds, just the faint swelling at the temple where he fell. Opening the skull. The skull is carefully opened. The brain tells the story at once. Blood pours from beneath the membranes, pooling in a vast intracranial hemorrhage. This is the clot that killed him, checking the pressure, building, crushing the brain, silencing him in hours. The vessels inside are fragile, thinned by the absence of clotting factors. Even a minor injury has caused catastrophic bleeding. Opening the chest. The chest is opened. The heart is relatively normal, though pale. The lungs show patches of old infection, pneumonia he had survived before. His immune system had been battered by years of illness. His ribs are thin, slightly fragile. His whole frame less robust than his brother's. Into the abdomen. The abdomen shows signs of his long struggle with haemophilia. The liver is enlarged, showing the strain of repeated transfusions and treatments, such as they were in the 19th century. The spleen is swollen, a mark of chronic immune stress. The joints, when cut, are filled with old blood, scar tissue and degeneration. This is haemophilic arthropathy, joints destroyed from the inside out by repeated bleeding. Modern diagnosis. If a coroner wrote the report today, it would read, primary cause of death, intracranial hemorrhage following minor trauma. Contributing conditions: severe haemophilia B, clotting factor 9 deficiency, the form later traced in the royal family. Chronic haemophilic arthropathy, recurrent infections, general frailty. In plain English, Leopold died because his blood could not clot. His entire life was a countdown to disaster, and one slip was enough to end it. The theories. Poison? Suicide? Leopold's death was no conspiracy. It was written into his blood from the moment he was born. His haemophilia was the genetic curse that Queen Victoria carried and which she passed on to her descendants across Europe. In him, it struck with merciless clarity. The final irony. Leopold was the most intellectual of Victoria's sons, the one with the greatest mind. She called him her darling boy, but wrapped him in cotton wool, knowing he was fragile. He longed for freedom, for independence, for a family of his own. He married, fathered a daughter, and seemed to have a future. But haemophilia allowed no happy ending. One fall, one bleed, and the cleverest prince was gone. So there lies Prince Leopold on the mortuary slab, a young man destroyed not by gluttony or age, but by a single genetic flaw. A brain drowned in blood, joints ruined, skin marked with bruises that never healed. That was past, people. Prince Leopold. One prince, one fatal fall. Maximum tragedy written in blood.